Good morning, everyone. This is Gideon Cheng here. I hope everyone would choose to stay happy today and focus only on the positives and remove any negative thoughts, emotions, and situations that aren't even true. Let us not get deceived no matter what. I wanted to briefly chat about life today, and today's topic is bearing spiritual fruits. And the fourth spiritual fruit that we must learn to bear is forbearance. Forbearance means, by its definition, not demanding from others what is rightly due to you. Instead, you choose to pray for the situation and for the other party and wait. For instance, if someone owes you money and he didn't pay you back on time, you choose to wait a little instead of rightly demanding them to pay you back. I admit I am one of those people who have been goal-oriented initially, and I was impatient. Having to work at a Wall Street firm and also at a very fast-paced industry, such a leisure of waiting was just unthinkable. My boss always harasses me by every other day. Well, I have gotten much better over the past 20 years of my career than when I first started out my career. But boy, I was one of those people who just couldn't wait for others. Without the spiritual fruit of forbearance, our world will be a living hell. Our workplace, family, children, church, school, and even the government agencies. We must all learn to bear the spiritual fruit by not demanding our rights all the time and wait for others to realize and change. And just start praying for their changes. That's forbearance. The fifth spiritual fruit that we must learn to bear is kindness. Folks, what does being kind mean? I believe we cannot be rude but extra polite to others, right? I also believe that we must be truthful and genuine at the same time. Kindness also means helping others. If you see a flat-tire driver on an interstate highway, we must make sure we stop by and see if we can do anything for them. When your coworkers want to talk after dinner, we must choose to become the greatest and the kindest listener and helper to listen to their problems, even though we may not get paid for listening. We should also make sure that we don't judge based on what they are telling us. Judging is also a sin. When your CEO or your boss seems to be weary, we must send a little note or just go and encourage him by saying, I will start praying for our company and you pray earnestly. We must also intentionally set aside each month some time to invite some people in our neighborhood and treat them with a nice dinner. A homemade dinner will touch their hearts even more. And over dinner, make sure we encourage them, thank them, and share your life of overcoming stories and share your testimonies about God. And please don't be fake. The people in this world will find out very quickly whether you are being fake or not in any organization and in any communities. So don't be fake. Be genuine instead. Be truthful. Make sure you tell yourself to bake cookies or cakes or even your favorite dish that everyone might love, and try to visit to your neighbors on the weekends. Make sure to help your small group members by texting them an encouraging Bible verse on your phone or even through Snapchat on a daily basis or even on a weekly basis. Learn to pray for those who need your prayers. Make sure to volunteer and donate for those around you, near your office, near your school, your church, and neighbors. Over the years, I realized two things. By loving God, we must be different from this world. Not similar, nor somewhat. Completely different. Because we are different, everyone will start watching us and watch your kindness and think what makes you different. And they would like to become just like you someday. That is the best way to witness to others. We must go the extra miles to be different from this world. And because we're so into this world, we spend decades not even knowing this important truth. Our kindness will lead us to opportunities to naturally witness to others wherever we may be. Your boss is the Potiphar that you must show God to, even though you cannot love him. You are Joseph in the Bible, and your boss is the Potiphar. Serve your boss as you would serve and treat Jesus Christ. We must different enough to be sacrificial at work. Don't be the first one to take on the opportunities. That is what the world does. Don't manipulate your situations to gain what you want to gain at work. Be compassionate by sharing your snacks with your coworkers and friends. Finish your own work early and perfectly, and find an opportunity to help others, people who are struggling with their own work. Go out to a church that is helping the homeless in the city and start donating $50, $100, $500, and even $1,000 sometimes for those homeless people. Start serving them with hot foods through soup kitchens. Go on a mission trip to serve the poor and most depressed orphans in the U.S. and overseas. Be kind to your spouse and children at home. Do not be harsh. Don't bully them. You don't own them. God gave us our spouses and children as shared gifts. Help your wife doing dishes when you are done mowing the lawn first. Help your children taking out garbage. I know with a full-time job and both parents are working, it ain't easy, but we must try to be different. We must have our unthinkable standards of practice of kindness in our daily lives as God's children.